Hi guys, so for today's reading we are going to be doing the second in my series of kids tarot readings today. If you're an adult here watching, this could actually remind you of something from your childhood. Some of you might be vetting them to see if you want to show them to your kids, and that's awesome. I would really appreciate it. And also I feel like maybe these can help your kids. I've worked with a lot of kids in my life, and I figured this is a good way to introduce them to some of the more spiritual beliefs you have, to have a place around that you can do that. Kind of like, you know, they have churches around for Christians. I mean, it would be nice if there was somewhere where your children can learn the things that you are learning to value as well. And this is a good spot to do that. So if you want to introduce them to that, then go ahead and share this video. Make sure that you show it to the ones you want to see it. And today we're going to be talking about copycats and dealing with copycats in your life. So we have 3 piles here. Have them take a couple deep breaths and look at the piles. Pick the one that you feel most drawn to, or if you're a kid here by yourself, pick the one you feel most drawn to, and let's see what is going on in your situation and how to deal with this. So there's 3 piles, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to get started with pile 1. For pile 1, you guys may be dealing with somebody who tells a lot of the same stories that you do, somebody who may even tell your stories before you get a chance to, somebody that really focuses a lot on everything that you're doing so that they can make sure that they have something to talk about, kind of thing. Somebody may have even looked inside somebody's diary or journal. There's really a need for you to not overly share with this person. You can still share the things you got going on, but if you want to be able to share your stories first, or you don't want a certain story shared, you have already seen that this person likes to do that. So it's time to pull back your energy a little bit and make sure that you are only sharing things that you don't mind being shared, and things that you don't mind being shared before you get a chance to share them. There's a need for you to look at things from a whole new perspective, to really ground yourself. Try not to let it get to you or bother you. Try to remember, too, that when people are copying or telling our stories like that, it's because they really have a lot of love for us. Because otherwise they wouldn't want to talk about us on a regular basis, right? That picture may make you think of something in specific too, so really kind of look at it. And if there's anything you see or notice in here that makes you think of something, like maybe some mountains or some sunshine or an ocean, could have something to do with what you're going through too. Yeah, there's a need to really adapt, be adaptable, flexible, to know that there is a time for going upstream and there is a time for just being calm and patient in a situation. You're very wise, you're very solid, you're very grounded, and you do have a lot going on as well. And so you may even be very good at telling stories. You may be very good at writing as well. Take some time to write. Instead of telling your stories to people, take some time to write them down so that you can get them out. But if you don't want them shared with everybody, make sure that you are just keeping them as your own. Some secrets do need to be shared sometimes, but there might be a need to have some new thoughts and ideas about, or there may be a need to share some of your new thoughts and ideas too, to really express them, to get them out. You may feel like you've been pushing through, and carrying a lot of weight as you do. Like you've had to fight someone off at every turn, maybe, possibly. And it's time to see this in a new way. That you have somebody around you that does really care for you. That doesn't mean that they are somebody who understands the concept of needing to keep things to themselves either. But it doesn't mean that they don't care for you still. And it is kind of hard to have somebody around that you really like being around that you can't tell everything to. But sometimes you do got to keep some of those things to yourself. So that's pretty much what I have for this pile, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would love to hear what you had to say about it in the comments below, whether or not it resonated with you or what you thought about it, and I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Pile 2. So, for the kids who chose pile 2, the first thing that I'm noticing with you guys is that you have a lot of happy, joyful, positive energy. You might have a once-in-a-lifetime chance to do something, and you might kind of be worried about other people wanting to do the same thing or something along those lines. There's Spain is written on this key. You guys could be getting to go on a vacation maybe as well. Or you might be moving into a new house. There's a new adventure here for you. Some sort of adventure that's going to be really fun. Somebody may also be trying to unlock the secret to your happiness. There could be somebody that is copying you a little bit because they really like your energy. They see you as somebody who is very beautiful, very graceful, somebody that is just very rare and beautiful, vibrant, joyful, happy, positive, loving. And it's like even when problems happen, you know that something good is going to come, that the sun will come back out, that there'll be a rainbow after the storm. Somebody may be a little bit confused about how you exude so much positivity, so much joy, so much happiness. You might have a very good sense of humor as well. This person may spend a lot of time mimicking the way you talk or the way you joke, or tell a lot of the same jokes that you have. I feel like this person is plagued by a lot of confusion and a lot of there might be a lot of aggression in their home life, or a lot of... So I really feel like this is like a school person, not necessarily, or like a friend, but not necessarily somebody that you know in your home environment at all. This person may think that you have a very good home environment because they feel like in their home environment they're very held back or very nervous or aren't allowed to express their opinions or their ideas or their thoughts. And you have a lot of confidence because you have a more solid foundation. And so teaching this person is a good thing. You know, don't let them bully you or make you feel bad about yourself if they do or anything like that. But if they're just copying you because they're looking up to you for your leadership, you could always try just giving them suggestions here and there about some things, and just trying to set a good example. Also trying not to get too angry or upset that this person is copying you in your mannerisms and stuff, because they are just looking to find themselves, and it might take a minute, but you're leading them in a way. Earthworm, Panther, Two of Wands, Six of Wands, Death. So if any of you kids are interested in animal symbolism, you can find a lot of information on Google about animal symbolism. So you can look up some of these animals to be more familiar with that. I feel like you are going to have a victory and recognition coming your way through your transformation in your behavior. There has been some sort of shock or some sort of something that has happened in your life, and you have been maybe keeping a lot of your gifts and your beauty to yourself because you needed some time for some healing after something happened in your life. And you're really blooming and transforming. You've been going towards a path where you're healing. And as you come out of this and have this victory, there's going to be a lot of eyes on you because you've been able to find your happiness again. It's like you have the secret to happiness because you have been through this hardship and pain that this person is going through before them. I feel like a lot of you went through a lot of hardship in the past, and now you are dealing with somebody who is going through a lot of hardships as well, and they may be a little bit different than the ones that you went through, but they are very similar, and you can really teach this person a lot. You have a lot that this person needs to learn from, and so you can't be upset if they are copying you simply because it's part of the way that they're learning to heal. And it's really due to your beauty and your transformation and your skills and knowledge at dealing with hard situations that this person would like to know more of how to do that in their own lives. So that's what I have for this pile. You guys are pretty amazing kids, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I would absolutely love to hear what you had to say about it in the comments below and whether or not it resonated with you. And I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Pile 3. So for you guys, I definitely feel right off the bat that this is a younger sibling. Maybe a younger brother. Could be a younger sister too. I feel like you're having some issues with this younger sibling being a big pest, and you might be being a little bit cold about it, a little bit passive aggressive about it, maybe a little bit harsh. This sibling could also be throwing tantrums to get their way, or things like that. I feel like there's a lot of iciness between the two of you and a lot of anger and resentment between the two of you. I feel like when you're dealing with this younger sibling copying you, you need to remember that they're only doing it because they look up to you. They love you. They feel like you are the best human on this planet, and they couldn't imagine any greater human. And so they just want to be able to be like you. And they want to be able to do the things you do. And sometimes they can't do the things that you do, so they get really upset about it because they're younger than you. And sometimes you get really upset because you don't get to do some of the things that you want to do because your younger brother or sister is too little to do it. And you got to spend a lot of time with them. But you'd really like to be doing big people things. And you know what? Sometimes we got to just enjoy that inner child and go back to that more youthful energy. When your younger sibling is copying you to try to get a reaction out of you, don't feed that negativity with more negativity by getting upset. Be the leader that you can be. Be the person worth looking up to this much. And make sure that you decide, I'm just going to have fun with this. I don't need to get upset about this. We can take a few minutes to just play around and laugh at it and turn it into a game instead of something that gets really upsetting and hurtful, because it hurts you both a lot. And if you're crying right now, that is okay. It's okay to cry. It's okay to realize things that we didn't see before too. You're very, very protected. Very protected. You got a lot of love in your heart too, and you need to start voicing that love. You need to start feeling confident in expressing that love and being your true self and being that great leader that you can be. You need to start seeing yourself the way that your parents see you, the way that your guides and angels see you. Look at your life through heaven's eyes. How can you tell what a man is worth? By wealth or rank or size. You must look at what truly matters, what's inside. That's from The Prince of Egypt. It's a really great movie if you guys ever want to watch it. Yeah, this one may also copy your singing or copy the way that you just express yourself. Yeah, there's really a very copycat theme going on here. Really trying to be you, like morph into you kind of thing. And you might be very indecisive about what you want to do at times or what you want to say at times. You may even feel very sad or upset or hurt by the way that you have overreacted with this sibling at times in the past. And you just need to remain hopeful. And you really need to pray. Make sure you pray and that you talk to your God about what's going on. Ask them for that strength. Ask them for that stability. Ask them for the ability to see a brand new beginning and to be able to leave behind the past, because you don't need to get stuck in that past hurt or pain or shame or guilt or anything else like that, regret, anything like that. You don't need to get stuck in that. What you do need to do is make the decision to shine, to truly shine bright, and to be this beacon of hope and joy and love for your younger sibling. Be what you feel like a good older sibling should be. Be what you feel like a brother or sister should be and how their relationship should be. Show your younger sibling how to be that. And be that yourself. And you guys will have no more problems if you do that. So, I really hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and I would love to hear what you had to say about it in the comments below, whether or not it resonated or what you might be going through. And I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys.